Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Alpha Phi Omega National Service Fraternity and the West Virginia University community, I would like to welcome you to this hallowed place to honor the passing of Travis Rains. In respectful salute, the USS Armored Cruiser West Virginia bell will be rung 3 times after the Woodburn Hall clock bell strikes the noon hour. After the ringing, there will be a moment of silence and then special acknowledgments. At this time, I would like to invite Dean Sloan to say a few words on behalf of the university.
Thank all of you for being here today as we remember one of our beloved students at West Virginia University. On behalf of West Virginia University, President E. Gordon Gee, the Office of Student Life, I would like to express my condolences and my sympathy to you, the friends and family of Shane Travis Rains. Travis passed away suddenly at his home on Christmas morning, December the 25th. He was 37 years old, a PhD student in economics at West Virginia University, where he was a stellar student his first semester and previously during his undergraduate career here. Travis loved academics. He loved teaching. He loved research. It was mentioned that his mother said he got a library card when he was 2 years old in Cross Lanes. He won actually every teaching award that was offered at the University of North Carolina while he was doing his PhD work and teaching. He was the only person in the history of that institution to do that. And besides UNC, he taught at Duke University, at Guilford College, and Saginaw Valley State College. He loved West Virginia, according to his wife, Christy, both the academic part and the athletic part particularly. And as I mentioned, he received a bachelor's degree previously in WVU with a double major in economics and mathematics, and again an outstanding student when he was here. He grew up in Cross Lanes, West Virginia, where many of his family still are, and services were held there on Saturday, January the 4th. I know some of you were able to attend that service. His family, his devoted wife of 10 years is here with us today, Christy. Also a doctoral student at WVU in genetics. His best friend and his dear brother Joshua Rains is here with his wife, and he's also survived by a beloved nephew, Gregory Rains. Both maternal and paternal grandparents, many friends, many teachers, fellow students, and of course his parents, Gene Jeffers and Gregory Rains. Christy told us of his love of animals, and especially his cat Leo, who would sit on his lap while he'd watch the football games, and also while he'd do statistical analysis, I assume, of the games and the sports teams too. Some of his favorite hobbies. I would like to present a certificate to Christy and also to Joshua and his family that reads as follows. This certificate is issued in memory of Shane Travis Rains, a student in excellent academic standing and who participated in the life of West Virginia University. It's signed by President E. Gordon Gee and our Dean of Students, G. Corey Ferris. If you come forward and accept this, please. To all of you who knew Travis, his family, his friends, his fellow students, several, more than several, a good number of his faculty are here today, and his advisors, our deepest sympathy. I know that he will always be alive on our campus, in your hearts and through your wonderful memories of your experiences together. Travis will be greatly missed, and West Virginia University has been a far better place because he has been a student here.
At this time, I invite anyone else who would like to speak on behalf of Travis Rains to come to the podium and do so.
I'm Brian Cushing. I taught Travis when he was an undergrad, one of the few of us who were around university then. Taught him in actually a very intense research program during 1997, 1998. Also, was fortunate to be able to go down for the funeral in Cross Lanes and learn a little bit more about Travis and confirm things that my impressions of Travis. And I know from my time teaching as an undergrad and from his time back here, the two things that really struck me most is one is his passion for knowledge. He loved to learn, he loved to read. He considered the opportunity to get an education a great privilege. It was one of those students you love to have in class just because of his attitude. And my other impression, and there are lots of other things I learned about Travis, especially from his grandma. I had a long talk with his grandmother about Travis. Heard lots of stories. But the other thing I think was actually summed up in an interesting talk down at his funeral that in the end had a really nice message and concluded that one of the best ways to characterize Travis was as a gentleman. Travis says he was always very respectful. He good values, and was just a really nice person. It's no surprise that students like to be around him. It's no surprise that faculty like to be around him because he just felt good to talk to them and interact with them. And no surprise that people found him passion for learning, and as nice a person he was, no surprise that students really loved him. I think in a very short time he was able to touch a lot of lives.
I'm Brad Humphreys, and Travis was my teaching assistant in Econ 202 last fall. Travis and I had only knew each other for a short amount of time, but we had a tremendous amount in common. We both returned to the university after long absences. Both of us had undergraduate degrees in economics here from the university, and were taught by Brian, in fact. Travis was an outstanding teaching assistant. He cared deeply about the students. He always went the extra mile to make sure that all questions were answered and problems were addressed. He held extra sessions for students and really made himself available to students in person and by social media all the time. I've been teaching 25 years at the university level, and Travis was by far the best teaching assistant I ever worked with. He had a bright future ahead of him as a teacher and a scholar. He exemplified, I think, the best that West Virginia University and the state of West Virginia have to offer. His tragic death is a loss to his family, the Department of Economics, the College of Business and Economics, West Virginia University, and the whole WVU family. And nothing I can say here can help to erase that hole that is now in all our lives. But Travis was a true mountaineer, and I just encourage those of us who are lucky enough to know him, we should take the time to celebrate the way Travis touched each of our lives, and to celebrate the fact that he, all the time, made WVU a better place and the special place that it is.
I'm Strat Douglas. I'm the graduate coordinator in the economics department, and I knew Travis when he was here as an undergrad, and taught him econometrics. And when we got his application to enter the program, I remember being a little surprised and remembering him well. And the thing that came across in his application was a sense of mission, that he really knew what he wanted and where he wanted to go with this degree. And I think that's reflected in the teaching awards that he got down in North Carolina. And he and I had the same industrial organization professor down there, John Stewart. And I've talked to John about Travis and Travis's death. And he was shocked, and also remembered him fondly, and that was many years ago as well. So, you know, life is fragile, and things, it's hard to predict what's going to happen day to day, and every day really is a miracle. But you hate to see, well, you know, it was a joy to see the potential that he had, and I'm sorry that it was cut short.
On behalf of Alpha Phi Omega, National Service Fraternity, and West Virginia University, I would like to extend our deepest sympathies to the friends and family of Travis Raines in this great time of sadness. Thank you all for coming.